Within this section, I will be presenting and analysing a method, technical model in response to the 3/4 quart sprint, presenting the ideal gold standard measurement method, and the method we had to use. To begin with, I will explain what a 3/4 quart sprint is. It is very simple. It simply refers to an individual sprinting the length of 3/4 worth of a court, which is 20 meters of a basketball court, as fast as they can, with their time being recorded at 5 meters, 10 meters, 15 meters, and finally 20 meters. Firstly, I will be explaining the gold standard measurement for a 3/4 court sprint, which is the use of light gates. According to Etch Shop, the light gate is a digital switch type sensor most commonly used in timing experiments. The light gate has an infrared transmitter and receiver which will detect an object passing through the gate. They can be used to singly or in pairs for times, speed, velocity and acceleration, and event monitoring. Setting up light gates are very simple. They should be placed ideally at the start, 5 meters, 10 meters, 15 meters, and finally 15 meters, to record when the subject travels past each individual light gate. The time recording from the light gate are very accurate as they record the exact time the individual travels through each light gate, breaking through the infrared transmitter, which is picked up by the receiver to immediately record the subject's time, providing the most accurate possible time. This is highly beneficial as light gates remove any room for human error from differing reaction times when recording, as all recording are taken through by the machine, making them immediate as they do not rely upon human reaction times to record. However, as a result of light gates being highly accurate, complex pieces of machinery, they are extremely inaccessible to the general public, as they are often very expensive, often costing multiple hundreds of pounds, sometimes thousands, for full-size light gates. Therefore, as a result, light gates are an unrealistic method of measurement for the general public. Consequently, when we conducted the test, we utilised a different style of measurement, utilising human reliant stopwatches instead to measure the time of the individual sprint times. When the subject recording the time station, we relied upon a subject using a stopwatch to a time in each person's sprint times, where the subject recording the time station themselves at the midpoint of the sprint course, which would be 10 meters in this case, recording the participants sprint the length of the 3/4 court, taking individual times at each 5 meter segment at 5, 10, 15 and 20. So the calculation can be worked out how fast they travelled from each segment. Although this method is extremely easy, cheap and quick, there are multiple downfalls which negatively impact the reliability of the test. The first of these downfalls is in response to the recorder's reaction times. As when the recorders take the time, there will always be a delay between the subject passing the given line and the recorder actually pressing the button to record that time, creating a delay which will impact upon the subject's time, making the entire process less valid and trustworthy, as there will always be a delay between when the subject sees the person and it stimulates their brain to press the record button, which is different for every single person. The second negative is in response to the recorder, as they have to stand in the middle so they can clearly see all the marked points. However, the angle at which the recorder is looking at each point will impact their timing, as the point straight in front of them, which will be 10 meters, will be the most accurate as there is no degree of angle, so their vision is not skewed, whereas the points off to the far left and far right may impact the recorder's time, as they cannot clearly see when the individual passes the time, as they may become confused, thinking they crossed the line before or sooner or later than they actually did because of the angle they are watching at, which could lead them to press the record button too early or too late, which will make the results less reliable and valid, as they record data which will misrepresent and the accuracy of the times due to human error.